Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Ada.
Okay, first of all, can you switch on your camera for a while? I want to take your picture as an evidence for your attendance. Boleh ke buka kamera kejap?
Boleh, Doktor.
Dengar tak suara saya?
Dengar Doktor. Dengar.
Okay.
Macam nama sikit je lah. Pakaian.
Tak boleh masuk semua So, I snack nama tu je lah. Sekejap
Dah, dia kata petang dia cari kat rumah-rumah. Abang tak asal masuk hutan. Tak jumpa lagi. Ha? Boleh lah, saya kira hal nak kelas tu. Okey, Wan. Okey, Wan.
Empat puluh satu orang. Yang lain mana ni? Aduh, hai. Tidur ke? Siapa kelas rap?
Untuk kelas 6B, Nurul Ashikin.
Nurul Ashikin.
Nurul Ashikin.
6A?
Wan Hamzah.
Saya Doktor.
Sekejap ya. Masuk lambat sangat ni. Ada yang nak masuk lagi ni.
Saya sudah beritahu kepada yang lain tapi masih lagi tiada respon tak pun diorang entahlah. Tapi saya dah beritahu dah yang lain tu masuk.
Ya. Okay lah, we just ni lah continue with the class lah ya. Okay. Sekejap, saya tak nampak dia punya button ni sekejap. Boleh nak masukkan semua. Okey lah. Tak apa, saya ambil gambar dulu. Tapi later on, class rep please ya. Macam ni. I dah register under YouFuture. Elok je selepas habis nanti, you just click your attendance dekat YouFuture tu, okay?
Okey, Doktor.
So bukalah kamera tu, saya nak tengok juga student saya. Junaidah dah buka dah. Dan Irfan. Sorry lah suara tak pernah ada ni. Okay, tu Syekh Muhammad Amirul Hafizi dah buka. Dan Adib. Okay, ada beberapa orang yang maybe you have know me because of you are taking the land management GLS 618. But some of you may not knowing me at all. Kan, sisi-sisi pun tak tahu je. Tiba-tiba semester ni jumpa balik kan. Tak sangka pula lecture ni yang mengajar urban. Betul? Pernah sisi dengan saya ke tak?
Tak nampak muka doktor pun.
Ada, saya ada. Tapi you all tak kenal saya kot. Okeylah, kita tak apa. We start again lah kan. Assalamualaikum dan selamat petang. Okay, so I am the lecturer for the GLS 685, Urban and Regional Planning. For the lecture time, I'm handling fully 2 hours for lecture time. And then I also being assisted by 2 lecturers for this semester. For the practical time, we have Madam Pauzia. I'm sure you all know her kan, popular lecturer tu. Okay, and then Dr. Eran Said Sadiq. So they both will helping me in the practical class. Okay, so we have 2 classes for practical, A and B lah. But this time they are having it in the lab. Okay, alright. So because of we have to start by this week, we have to start the practical class. So today, I will start with the lecture on the practical. Right? Okay ke? Boleh ke follow? Can you follow me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. Right, actually I need some response lah. If I ask, I want apa tu, everybody to speak up actually. Just don't afraid to talk whatever related to this topic. Ada markah tau untuk ni. Amirul tak payah tunjuk sangat menguap tu. Tahu puasa, semua puasa. Suara saya ni pun tak ada ni sebab puasa lah. Tak payah sincere sangat. Menguap tu beri setengah tu. Okay?
Ngantuk medium.
Right. Ya, saya pun mengantuk juga ni. You tahu tak, my class ni petang. Pagi tadi langsung tak ada kelas. The whole day tu I'm waiting for the class to start. Now only at 4 o'clock. You just imagine, everybody dah keluar dah nak balik rumah, I baru started my class. You know, itu yang I rasa macam tapi tak apalah kan. Tak apa, we do it very quick lah. For the first time, maybe we just having an introduction to the topic Okay, saya buka dulu. Oh, before that lah, I want to know that you are already 27 here. It's supposed to have 60 plus, but now you are only 41. So, okay, salam dekat siapa yang tak bangun tu. Mungkin tidur lah tu. Okay, tapi nanti lain kali bila kita dah start kelas, tolong nilai Tolonglah tolonglah datang ke kelas. Kenapa tak boleh buka? Not now. Nampak screen? Kenapa dia macam tu pula? Saya ni pun tak berapa pandai buat ni. Kadang-kadang dia okey, kadang tak okey. So saya tak boleh nak share dokumen pula dah. Sebab yang saya tak suka tau kelas ni online ni, macam-macam cubaan. Saya nak buka tu sekejap bersabar sekejap. Sepatutnya dekat sini je. Ni lah, saya nak sharing. Mana? Can you see the course information?
Ya, nampak.
Okay, so setiap pensyarah yang start a new semester with a new student, with all new students, they have to read this course outline. Supaya dalam yang you punya exit entry tu, dia akan tanya juga tu, ada tak lecturer dah introduce kelas dengan perkara ni lah. Okay, so you have to listen carefully. Okay, this is the GLS 685, and make sure that you have registered the right code. Make sure sebab ada berlaku previously student attended my class for the whole semester, finally end up that this only one particular student ni, dia tak langsung register. Enjoy je one semester kan, buat kerja planning, buat kerja ni subjek tu, towards the end ada markah tapi tak boleh masuk final exam. Masa tu ada final exam lah, sebab dia tak register. So make sure that everybody in this class registered. Please do the registration lah. Okay, so the code is GLS 685. It's meant for urban and regional planning. Okay, ataupun perancangan bandar dan wilayah. Level bachelor degree lah. 6 or 7 doesn't matter. So SLT is 120 hours equivalent to 3 credits. Okay, and it is face-to-face method actually. Tapi because of fasting month ni, kita bagi kelonggaran lah untuk ada online. Okay, and then what else? Okay, I'm Zahra Mama Yusof lah, Associate Professor Dr. Zahra Mama Yusof. So this is the course registered under Engineering, Manufacturing and Construction. Actually, it is meant for the planning student, but because of you are doing a survey kan, survey ni you need to understand well lah how the positioning of the layout kan. So nak tak nak you kena belajar. But jangan risau because we are not apa tu ada je orang masuk. Itulah susah bila saya dah start. Sekejap saya ambil. Mana tadi tu? Siti Nurul. Okay. Marah Siti Nurul ni. Kenapa lama masuk?
Sorry doktor, saya ingat kelas pakai yang lain.
Oh tak, untuk sekarang ni kita pakai Gmail dululah ya. Okay, so this is the tadi saya nak cerita apa tadi, saya lupa dah. Ada sebab you masuk tadi, saya lupa dah tau. Okay, just to tell you that how important is the subject. Okay, it do relate with the course that you are taking, especially for the student who really love to do the GIS or geospatial technology part. Okay, you can use this knowledge, this planning knowledge, maybe to equip you with extra knowledge, and then later on you can easily grab any work in the planning field, architect field, or development field. Okay, even though you are the surveyor, you have that knowledge. Survey and also GIS, combination of two, you can always include this planning because few of your seniors, student, previous student ada yang dah kerja dengan majlis, ada yang dah kerja majlis bandaran ada yang dah kerja dengan developer, ada yang dah kerja dengan architecture, so many ni lah. Actually, when you learn a new knowledge too, and you have to grab it, and also you need to blend it with the original knowledge you have, like GIS can. You can further your study up to master's to PhD level later on, using this this topic lah. Ataupun you can market yourself at the specific area on the planning. Yang itulah to widen up your opportunities to grab the job lah later on. Siapa yang dah ada kerja tu mungkin rezeki dia lah kan. Bapak dia surveyor ke apa ke, is okay. Tapi by learning this urban and regional planning, meaning that you are not only tend to understand the contour line kan, not only understand the surveying, how to measure the location kan, tapi finally you end up, you know how the positioning of the building, macam tu. So itulah the kalau you blend in, it will make some interest for some of you to proceed with this kind of topic. Alright. So CLO, at the end of this course, students should be able to describe the general principle of physical planning and development process, and then prepare land subdivision and layout design development, and adapt surveying works according to the planning concept in Malaysia. Okay, I'm sure that some of you have learned it in diploma level. It's okay because the diploma and are also using my lecture notes. Previously, I am also teaching the diploma in my earlier career, started in 2002. Okay, so bila dia expand courses to ARA, and then nowadays we have that geospatial technology in Perak. So we actually integrated each other lah. So some of the student maybe they have learned, okay, but this time this is the degree level. Of course, it will be we will dig in further lah, further details on what the planning all about. Alright. So on the course description, the subject touches on both the theory and the practical aspect. of town planning, which are relevant to surveyors. On the theory aspect, students will be taught on the principles of planning and development process, while on the practical aspect, students will be exposed to the current practices in the physical planning. I would say that this is an enjoyable courses because I have spent a lot of time with the surveying student previously from 2002 until now. Now it's already 2025. It's almost 23 years, kan? So to apa tu bila I tengok kan from my observations what the student feel about this course kan, at first they will feel that why am I have to learn this subject, so that is the big question mark in their head lah. Tapi bila dia dah started to do the layout kan, mula-mula is a bit tough for them because the surveyor kan normally they using the straight line calculating the area kan. Now it is a topic to apa tu to create something like the layout which will make you more creative, because all this while you are using the calculator to calculate all the measurement kan. So now is about time for you to become a creative person. And it is very important for you to become a creative person because in your future you will faces so many kind of problem we never know. So when you become a creative person, you are going to slowly know how to solve the problem. So that is why this designing subject is very important to all students, not only for the planning, not only for the architecture, but it's also important for the surveying student. Okay, and number two, I think it is actually meant to apa tu to what we call it macam mana kita nak having the apa tu integrated knowledge, and then we are trying to apa yang ayat yang sesuai, it is like a circle that you have to finish all and adopt whatever knowledge you have learned in survey, GIS, and now you are open up to the planning. Okay, all right. So these are the syllabus content for number one. Of course, the introduction to urban planning, from definition, history, planning, federal, state and local, until up to the planning philosophy. And then content number two is the principles of residential layout design. This is all about how you are doing the layout. But we only focus on the housing layout. We have a lot of layout, layout type. We have the commercial type, we have the industrial type, kan, so many. Tapi we want you to focus on the housing type. Okay? Azan lah pula, kan? So kita berhenti sekejap. Boleh sekejap
Okey deh, Doktor.
Boleh.
You baca dulu.
Boleh, Doktor.
Okay. Um, so we have about 8 topic to discuss in the class. Okay, we started this. If you look at the syllabus outlining, they started with the introduction to urban planning. But because I have to change it because you have to start your drawing can you have to start your drawing your layout, so I have to start with the principles of residential layout design first. Okay, later after finish all of this topic number 2, then only we start to the introduction to urban planning. Okay, so why? Because I am only the one who teaching this subject. And before this, I am also the one who teach the practical time too, in the practical time. But now, because of our objective in the department change a little bit, there's a lecture yang need to also combine with another lecture to gain extra knowledge rather than to focus only one subject. So that is why I have to open up to other lectures too to join in. Okay, but I will also look at them from time to time. So if in the practical time, if if you see that they are not really certainty with the few question yang you rasa you need to ask kan, if you feel that the answer to is not really tally with the one that we learn here, you can straight away asking me through the WhatsApp. It's okay because this is the learning process. I have to open up to the other lectures also to join in the class. Okay, and you also as a student you have to inilah apa tu be polite, adapt and adopt. And if you feel that this lecture is not really good at this, is okay because it is the learning process for them too. Okay, so because they are expert in GIS, they are expert in survey, but I think we have started in last 2 semesters to adapt and adopt with other subjects also. Not only like myself, not to focus only my subject, but I have to open my mind to other subjects also. Because why? UITM started to doing this kind of process because if anything happen to the main lecturer, so there's a other lecturer can be a good backup to the subject. Yeah, you get what I mean or not? Faham ya? Alright. Tak dengar ni sorry. Tidur. So I have to start later. After this, I will start with number 2 topic and then go back to number 1. Then number 3 is about legislation, which lead to the urban planning. We have Act 172, 133, National Land Code, and others lah. So many are related to Act 172, but I only pick up 4 sebab we didn't want to really focus at this act only because there's others yang perlu kita fokuskan juga. Then the development control yang ini very important in the planning side, and then the development plans is also under the development control, but different area we learn about the local, the structure plan and other special area plan which related to the planning nowadays. And we also have to learn about the land adjustment concept because of nowadays there's a lot of disasters happening in Malaysia juga, even though it is in a very small capacity kan, kita dengar gegaran apa semua tu, but it's good for us to understand how to manage, how to do the planning. And the planning scope tu, what can we do? Sekejap siapa lagi nak masuk ni? Okay, then we'll also continue the topic with the sustainable development concept, and this is about how we are trying to uh, liaise or at par with the national agenda, world agenda. It's not national, but it is world agenda. We are talking about sustainability. Macam mana nak gain sustainable in terms of planning. Then the urban and urbanization. Tapi ada a few yang kat sini ni is about transportation juga. Ni I tak update lagi, but it is tally juga dengan transportation. I will insert on the transportation juga dalam topik 8. So the teaching methodologies ni actually is more on the discussion, and in the lectures time I always like to start with the lecture first, and then I will randomly ask question to because for me it's not fair for only me as a lecturer to give knowledge. Somehow students should also involved in the talking, in the talking time. So most of the student tu yang do the engagement in the talking time, I'll give extra mark on that. Okay. And then we also have the practical classes, and finally we have the presentation. Okay, so this is the C1. I don't think you need to know. Itu lebih pada teaching material lah, whichever suit with few question lah. Let's say lah, C1 to C2 is to give knowledge to student. C3 to C4 is to give to receive feedback from the student. That is more towards the teaching material. Okay, and this is the assessment. So assessment, yang ini dah ubah ya, dengar betul-betul. Yang ini, this is not the latest one. We are doing the continuous assessment with 50% marks for the final test. We don't have the final examination, but we do have the final test. Okay, I repeat, we have 50% marks for the final test. Okay, and then another 50 marks is meant for your practical work. Okay, and we go by phase. For example, like we have 50 marks, then we try to pecahkan dia to 20, 20, and 10. 10 marks is meant for the presentation. Okay, so another 20 marks too is meant for bungalow and also semi-detached. And then the other 20 marks is meant for the terrace and also the shop lot. Okay, it actually referring to your creativity on designing, and then how many mistakes have you done throughout the semester too, when in the process of design the work. Okay, kalau the first started tu, for sure there's a lot of mistake done by the student, tapi we will slowly correct it. And then I am using the Google Classroom. It's easier way for me to monitor your work. Each of the work too should be part in the Google Classroom, right? I think that is all for the assessment lah. So objective of this subject is to make students appreciate the principles of physical planning and understand the relation work between geometric science and town planning studies. Students are exposed to the preparation of housing layout and the designing process. By the end of the semester, students will be able to prepare the land subdivision for the housing development using the AutoCAD software. So, the first equipment you have to apa ni lah, you have to ever ready lah. Is I actually like for the student to install the what you call it. I sejak kena COVID ni selalu hilang ingatan. AutoCAD, sorry ya. I want you to install AutoCAD in your laptop. Alright? So you will do in class. Every time coming to the class, I will see the progress. And I don't want the student do their work at home or at their hostel. Okay? If let's say I say I want to look at your design on the terrace house, so meaning that you have to take the time, the practical time to finish up your terrace. If we start with the bungalow, meaning that in 2 weeks' time, you have to work out with the bungalow. So I don't want the apa tu, yang really fast, to just show that I have finished everything. I don't want that. Okay, because when you do the designing process, it's a lot of a lot of mistake made by the student. In my previous experience, I will see there is some student started to to show their frustration whenever whenever I started to ask them to edit here and there, or maybe you have to redesign a few space. So when you started to ready with the first bamboo up until finish, having a great time doing it in 2 weeks time, just to show your effort that you really understand. I don't really agree with that. Okay, so to me, you have to follow the rules. 2 weeks time, you have to finish the bungalow. If I say yes, then 2 weeks time, you continue with the semi-D, and then if okay, continue with the rest another 2 weeks time. Okay, you go slowly, but in class. Yeah? All of your drawing should be done in the class. Okay? Dengar betul-betul tu. Ya, jangan nanti saya nak tengok banglo tiba-tiba dah nampak siap sampai teres. Yang itu I'll give penalty for that. Why you are moving too fast? Because you are new in this subject, but you are moving too fast. I don't want that. Maybe number one, you are copycatting from somebody else at the planning department over there. Okay? Number two, you are copycatting from the seniors' work, which we also have that kind of the record, all of the layout too. In fact, they have sent the final product send the final product to us. Okay, so kalau ada similar to the previous work, so you will be given penalty lah. I have to deduct your money. Okay. So itu yang saya kata, kalau lah start with bungalow, let's say bungalow, you have to finish by 2 weeks. For the first start, this week and next week is for you to do the conceptual plan. Okay, conceptual plan. Conceptual plan ni later I will teach you how. It is just how you allocate things. You maybe using your creativity to allocate. And using the freehand style, not using the ruler. Don't use the ruler to draw your sketch. That is why we use the word sketch. We don't use the word surveying, drawing kan. It is just a sketch. For the first 2 weeks time, it is a sketch time. Okay, you have to finish up your conceptual plan first. If agreed by the lecturer, Dr. Evan and also Madam Pauzia, and also concerned with me, I will say, okay, you can proceed your bungalow. Then only you start with your bungalow drawing. Okay, so we go slowly. It's just that I want you really do it and understand how to do it. Okay, uh, it is not tough, but it is an enjoyable when you started to understand. Yeah? Because all of the drawing follow, it has to follow the specification released by the majlis lah. Okay, alright. Okay, itu antara salah satunya lah. So there's a lot of references. You can go to the library and just check the book under the planning apa itulah division lah, tengok kat mana ada lagi. Okay. And sometimes you can always learn from. Sometimes you can learn from. You can just try to search through the internet. Okay. Alright. So this is the course outline. I have apa tu read all of this to the students. Yeah. Okay. Credit unit is 3. 3 credit units. It could bring your pointers up, or it could bring also your pointers down. Okay, if you are not really doing it. Okay. So CLO1 describe the general principles of physical planning and development process. And this is the previous that I read before. CLO2 prepare land subdivision, and CLO3 adapt surveying works. Okay, how are you going to adapt? That's a tricky question. You have to answer later. Yeah, after I go on with the chapter 2. As I mentioned, yang baru masuk tadi tu, even though we have 8 chapters and started with the introduction, but in the syllabus content, yes, I have to write it as an introduction for the first chapter. But in terms of the reality, because I'm the one who do the task, I'm the one who teach the practical, so I have to tell you how to go about, how to do the layout. Because the other 2 lecture, they just follow ataupun apa-apa nanti they will liaise to me lah. Okay. Alright. Any question from this course outline? So again, I repeat, 50% for your coursework, 50% for your final test. Okay? Boleh ya, Pak?
Boleh.
Alright. So, saya buka yang lain pula. Kalau tak ada, bertanya je terus. Ya, Ashikin.
For the project, kan dekat situ doktor ada tulis individual project. Is it individual or grouping?
Okay. Actually, a few years ago, I started with grouping, 3 person in a group. But it turned out that only 1 person who doing the work. The other 2 is just a sleeping partner. It's not good at all. They just looking at their friends' work. In the class also, they are monitoring their friends' work. Can be only one who are doing it. So if you are not too many, you have 66 altogether. So divide into 2, A and B. Maybe you will have only 30. So 30 itu, if I actually would like to challenge yourself to do alone. So it is satisfying when giving you marks and you receive the mark. This is your work. You get what I mean or not? So you can you can explain it well, you can design it well. You are not tagging along with your good student good friends kan. Kalau you are really good, I'm sure you don't have any issue to do it alone. Kan? Sebab this how you show your creativity. Tapi yang unfair tu is the student yang tak nak buat apa-apa. Yang itu memang dah few series dah I noticed that the student didn't do anything and just look at the other one to do the project. So now, if I ask you to do alone, can you agree with that? So meaning that you have your own pure mark. Do you understand what I mean or not? Barulah I can detect whoever yang really do the work, whoever just tagging along with the friend. Kan? Maybe ada yang betul-betul bagus, dia akan produce yang terbaik. Yang kurang bagus tu, yang saya nak dia buat betul-betul supaya dia juga boleh menjadi orang yang bagus lah. Sebab it's unfair if I allow two person in a group, only one who are doing it, the other one is just relaxed, can pretending that they are doing the work. And finally, towards the end, when the other one is excellent with A grade, and then the partner also receive the A grade too. So how about others? Do you agree? When seeing one with doing nothing with A grade, yang itu saya tak nak. Unless that you can just promise that you are doing it well, both. Let's say lah, okay, you start with banglo and then your friend, the second person doing the semi-D. Just continue lah alternately, kan? First, let's say you have number 1 and number 2. Number 1 start first. Number 2 maybe can sketch using your pencil, kan? On a piece of paper on how to start with the idea. Okay? Then, bila dia finish up to 2 weeks, meaning that the banglo is already done. Then continue with the second person. The second person will continue with the semi-detached. It's just that masa number 1 buat, they have to discuss lah together with the friend. Okay? Together with the partner. Jangan ada pernah terjadi pula the stubborn partner. Only he wanted to do it alone. Yang itu pun saya tak nak juga. Ada juga kes yang berlaku. 2 orang, tapi seorang tu langsung did not given any opportunity to the second partner to do the drawing, which is not good. Kan? Yang itu pun saya tolak markah juga. So, kalau boleh saya nak semua sama rata, plan your work. Let's say like kata start with banglo, start with conceptual plan, then banglo, then semi-D, terrace, shop lot. So, katalah the first task ni is the conceptual plan. So, you do it together. This is very quick one lah. Tapi yang the second one, when you start the banglo tu, I want the other person to sketch and the other person to put it in the AutoCAD. Okay, draw it in the AutoCAD to make it fair. And then after finish, in the semi-detached, so you have to alternate lah. Yeah. So the one that doing the drawing in the AutoCAD can have a sketch. Can sketch, and then the one who are not using the AutoCAD can start with the AutoCAD for the semi-D. Do you get what I mean or not? So you have to alternately. To also, I want to see your management. We call it as a management. How you manage the work. Okay? Lepas tu baru saya bagi markah lah. Okay. Boleh macam tu? So, 2 orang dalam satu group.
Okay.
And then I don't want to picking up, kan, match dengan mix and match. I don't want it. Because to produce something that is good, you have to find a good yang you dah rasa selesa lah, kan, comfortable friend lah, to work out with you lah. Kalau you rasa okay, then Kalau the last person tu dia memang tak boleh, tak ada dah, let's say lah memang nombor tu ganjil kan, dia tak ada partner dah in the class. So I will allow that last person to do it alone with reducing acreage area. Let's say lah the partnering tu they have to work out with 30 hectare. Okay, but for the one who are doing alone, I will allow to do it in, let's say, 20 hectare. Okay, kita less, cut it short lah, half, not half, 10 acre lah kita buang. Boleh ya? So nanti kalau siapa yang tak ada tu, dia nak buat seorang, macam tu lah dia punya, apa dia? Dia punya tu, dia, sekejap ni. Saya nak tengok lagi sekali. Sekejap, saya buka contoh sekejap. Saya tutup ni, saya buka contoh. Kita stop dalam 5.5 lah ya. Inilah pula. Propose bungalow. Construction plan. Sekejap ya. Dia ni kadang-kadang saya cari dia tak ada. Conceptual plan. Oh, saya kena pergi dekat Google. Oh, bukan. Sekejap. Ada pening dah. Saya pergi kat Classroom. Google Classroom. Entah. Mana pergi lah. Misalnya tu aku. Saya cari sekejap dekat Google Classroom ni. Apa? Ada yang dah tak ada lah. Okay. So, sekejap buka ni. Mana pergi dia? No. Okay. Aku nak share. Ke mana? Oh, salah. Hai, kat mana lagi? Sekejap ya. Kalau dalam kelas senang nak tunjuk. Saya tutup dulu. Inbox. Okay, boleh nampak tak?
Layout plan progress.
Boleh nampak ya?
Hmm.
Boleh nampak ya? Okay. So yang ini yang saya kata tu, saya gunakan Google Classroom. I will ask the student to park here. Kan? Macam ni lah. Ni semua assignment student yang previous ni lah. Test pun semua kat sini. So, bila biasanya this is 2024 lah. Tak semua yang ada dah terpadam juga sebenarnya. Ni yang lepas-lepas tu. Saya tengok kalau ada lah. Ini test. Masuk. Sekejap. Betul. Praktikal. Macam ni kan. Kalau you boleh nampak ni. Biasanya I akan buat macam ni lah. Task 1, task 2, task 3 and task 4. Okay. So I akan create dia and then you have to park your work tu dekat sini lah. By 2 weeks time lah. Okay, sampai habis. So for the first start, ini adalah contohnya. This is the conceptual plan. Okay. Saya grade pun semua dekat situ juga. Conceptual plan ni is about what you are going to do on the layout. Okay, it is not a very what do you call it? It's not a final product lah. Okay, it's not a final product. You can always change it. You can always change it, and it is just a sketch. So this is the sample of the conceptual plan. Okay, so this is the student. This is the one that I really I said that she is managed to do it well because every single location yang dia propose tu dia ada bagi tahu why is this area to be select for the semi-detached. Dia ada bagi tahu why sebab apa the cost so I also communicate through ni juga to tell the student what are you going to do and then this is their feedback kan. Okay, so easily for me to give mark lah and then I have to compare with others juga and before I giving the marks. Okay, so this is the first one before I said, okay, yours is okay, you can color it. Normally I will ask the student to color after I say yes. Don't color it before I check because normally it will have changes here and there. Okay? You have to admit that you are a new student who are learning the planning. Is a new topic. Okay? So somehow when I look at it, there's something that I ask them to change. Change the layout a bit kan. Tak adalah katalah kononnya dia nak buat something yang dia highlight on the theme kan, tema dia apa. So if they have their own tema, then it's easy lah to select whichever element to be proposed in the conceptual plan. So conceptual plan ni should be come out first, then only you allowed to do the layout. So this is a normal process in the industries out there. Because why? Before I becoming a lecturer, I also working with the architect firm, the planning firm. So I just pick up the most important that the industry they are doing exercise, normal exercise in their industry. So that the one I pick up. So I want to equip you all with the experience to develop your skills in drawing, to develop your skill in creativity, so that after you complete your bachelor, you can channel up yourself to another industry lah, not only focus on the survey saja kan, tapi you can always channel up to another industry. So this is how I treat my student. Okay, I want everybody to prepare the 30 hectare for the couple. For the couple, I mean for the pair. Apa ni? We have the pair. What they call it as pair person lah. One and two person in the group. For those who are doing it alone, you are allowed to have 20 hectare. Lesser pun is okay, but not less than 15 hectare. 15 to 20 is acceptable. Okay, so this is how we're doing it. First, maybe in next week, semua orang dah ni kan. I think this week still okay. Before you start your practical, I want you to select your area. So you have to come up with the boundary line only, which is equivalent to 30 hectare for the couple. 15 to 20 for the one person. Inilah candidate. Okay. So yang itu saya nak. So you have to choose your own partner. Choose your own partner. It's just that I want the partner to be ladies with the ladies. Don't mix up. Boy and girl, I don't want to be mixed up. Sebab saya pun tak nak tanggung dosa lah if anything happen. Even though you are saying that you are in the class, you are doing the work only, but I don't want to menjawab lah nanti. So to me, I want to release myself with whatever yang coming, yang maybe I tak nampak kan terlepas pandang. So I want you nilah couple with your with your friend, boy and boy, and then girl and girl. Okay? Tolong ni siapkan you punya list. Katalah Anis Syazwani dengan siapa, so dia kena come up with a new friend lah, for a new girlfriend lah. It's not a new or old pun okay, even though you did not know kan each other ke, ataupun the best thing is that you are in a group, the same group, which is A group and B group. So you have to find out your partner in your own group. Kalau tak ada juga, finally you have to do it alone. Okay? So this is the examples of the conceptual plan that you have to produce. For the first task, I want you to select the area. Just select the boundary area. The empty area. If it is hard for you to find the empty area, the vacant area, you can always have the developed area. But when you started to draw, you have to imagine that the area is blank area. Okay, maksudnya kosong. You just need to draw the boundary only. Okay, that's number one. Number two is that I want you to also draw whichever amenities surrounding area. Let's say at the left side area too, there is a highway. So I want you to draw it. Okay, the highway, which is to show that the area is well connected to the highway, and you can propose your entrance lah. Okay, so that's number two. Okay, listen carefully. I don't want to repeat. You have to listen carefully. Okay, I want you to draw a blank boundary area equivalent to 30 hectare. But for the conceptual plan, this is not the conception, ni salah je ni. Conceptual plan, you are supposed to draw kan, so it's just a sketch, which is similar to the original one. Because why? The side tu nanti tu you can, you have to you have to do it in the AutoCAD. Apa dia?
Doktor tunjuk slide ke sekarang?
Saya dah ada ni slide ni.
Oh, masih sangkut kat classroom.
Oh ya ke? Yang lain macam mana? Sebab
Ya.
Sama doktor.
Aku dekat kelas tu.
Praktikal.
Okey. Sekejap saya stop. Tapi dekat saya ni dia dah ada stop. Dia dah ada ni. Ada je dalam ni layout apa conceptual plan ni. Sekejap saya cuba lagi sekali. Stop sharing first. Dia pun dah pening. Sebabnya macam susah sikit lah benda ni. Tu sebab saya tak suka kalau praktikal ni dia buat dalam waktu macam ni. Sekejap. Asal. Oh, dia tak buka lah. Sekejap. Alamak, saya tekan block. Macam tak boleh buka ni. Macam mana tu? You must grant permission in order to screen share. Alah. Macam mana pula ni? Tak boleh lah. Langsung dah tak boleh dah. Macam mana? Dia kena keluar balik semua ni nanti ni. Macam mana? Sepatutnya tak boleh dah kan. Tak boleh buka pula. Macam mana saya nak ajar macam ni? Aduh. Need permission to screen share. You must grant permission in order to screen share. What should I do? Tak boleh lah. Macam mana? Kena keluar semua balik ke macam mana? Report the problem. Macam mana?
Doktor nak share.
Saya nak share. Dah tak boleh. Sebab sepatutnya dekat sini je. Ni langsung dah tak boleh. Macam mana? Aduh, stres lah macam ni. Kena Webex pula ke? Macam ni?
Kat dalam WhatsApp tu boleh ke?
WhatsApp. Dia tak boleh. Unless kalau kena keluar balik lah kot. Apa? Share the screen. Dia tak boleh ni. Block. Allow it temporarily.
Doktor dia buka mic ke? Dekat device saya tak dengar apa-apa doktor.